We're live on YouTube, Twitter, Rumble. About to be live on Rockfin. As Georgia Tech hits a basket. I don't know most of the players' names, so I won't be saying the names unless I know them. I'll say numbers if I can see them on the screen. I'm going to wait to
Can you
explain
name
this.
any guy in college basketball right now?
I can name some of Tech's players, a couple of them. That's it. And I can't name anybody else. I don't know who's going to get picked first in the draft. We're on Rockfin right now also. So this is just a little experiment to I talk about Tech a lot, and I figured for anybody who's interested, you can watch the suffering in real time. I have my Tech jersey on. They lose every time I wear it. They lose every time anyway. My friend Justin here is going to come. We're just going to talk about it as the game goes on. I'm going to keep the broadcaster's volume down on the screen for now. Like, I couldn't even get the stream set up before Tech was down by 10 points. They're down by 9 right now. They were down by 12 once I finally got on here. Because Clemson hit like their first 5 threes or something like that. Number 5 passes it to a white guy with dad socks on, goes inside. And black guy for Georgia Tech tosses it over to light black guy at Georgia Tech.
Wow.
As they throw it out of bounds.
The alley-oop without the oop.
They do a lot of those. That's what's called just tossing the basketball out of bounds is what that play is. Look at this guy's white guy in dad socks. Who's a little chubby. Scheifele. Does he have a German name there? What is that? This guy descendant of the Nazi regime?
He looks like a rugby player who just like wandered into the gym one day and the coach was like, hey,
get in here, big boy.
Come on.
And I mean, Clemson has way too many white guys to be winning this game by 9 points.
Yeah. Well, Tech's
point guard number 1. Sturtovich is that guy's name. Passes to Kelly. Gives it to Donga. This guy's good, this freshman. I bet he wins Rookie of the Year. Of course, somebody's got to score the points, and a team doesn't score.
These guys are nothing like my KSU Owls. Hootie hoop, baby.
I didn't KSU beat Tech one year?
They did.
That's embarrassing.
And we almost
you guys are like an NAIA school. You almost beat who?
We almost put an upset off in the tourney last year. You remember that?
Oh, right. Who do they play again? I forgot about that. That's just pisses me off that Kennesaw State
Xavier
has been to the
might have been
tournament
Xavier
more recently than Tech has.
Yeah.
Georgia State, Clemson, mid-range jumper, hits it.
Tech has just all of their athletics, football, basketball. I don't know how baseball's doing, but
baseball's okay.
And you know how baseball's always going to be okay.
But baseball, they don't even pitch anymore. They always hit, but they can't ever go anywhere because their pitching is always, they give up 15 runs a game. Tech's just flinging the ball around the court. So Tech's got a bunch of like athletic guys. They just they play like a bunch of dudes who just met each other. 3-pointer from this guy's Reese or whatever. That guy's a pretty good shooter. Number 14. He's got the yellow shoes on. He used to have pink hair. I don't know if he was a barista at Starbucks before this.
Yeah.
What are broadcasters going to do when they have to start referring to players' pronouns? They passes to he hits it over to it. It throws it to she, and a slam dunk by they, them. That point guard's good, too. So the 2 freshmen Tech have are good. Tech beat Clemson. So Clemson is going to earn the distinction if Tech is to pull an upset tonight of being the only team in the country that Tech beat twice in one season. Because Tech's hardly beaten anybody once in one season, let alone twice. It's just like they're getting so they play like a bunch of dudes who've never practiced together, who showed up at the YMCA and they don't play defense as a team. Their offense is based solely on whether or not the 2 point guards are hitting shots because everybody else stands around.
What's your recruiting tactic here for Tech?
Well, Tech's recruiting.
What are you selling somebody on here exactly?
Well, Damon Stoudemire, he brought all of these guys that he brought in are like 4-star recruits. So they're like talent-wise, they're as good as just about anybody in the ACC outside of like Duke. And they've beaten Duke and Carolina this year. They lost everybody else, but he brought up. Huh?
Oh no, I was going to say that's coaching. Then I mean,
I don't think it's coaching. I think he brought in a bunch of athletes that like these guys. If you could combine Tech's coach last year with these athletes this year, I think Tech's an NCAA tournament team easy. I think they're one of the top teams in the country because these guys are so athletic they can slip up and win a few games when they get hot shooting. Last year they weren't athletic, but they got better and better towards the end of the season because the coach actually ran plays. Damon Stoudemire, was the number 7 pick in the draft, and he was a badass in the NBA. His coaching philosophy is he just stands on the site. He recruits these athletes in by saying, I played in the NBA, I coached for the Celtics, and I was a number 7 pick. And he was a badass. But then he just puts them out there and he just stands on the sideline looking disgusted that they're not him. You know, like in his press conferences, he's like, I told these guys that I never had a problem out there when I was trying to be a leader. It just came naturally to me. And I'm like, okay, but you're their fucking coach, dude. You can't just say, why doesn't it come naturally to you like it did me? So I think he's a shitty coach, actually.
I think you're hitting the problem, though, the crux of, like, the divide in the, like, generations culture. It's just kind of gotten – the player has gotten – well, yeah.
Well, I mean, these guys are – I can see, though, like, there's a way to, like, coach people. See, David Stoudemire treats them like they're NBA players.
Right.
You know? And NBA players, you would treat them that way because they've already made it to the NBA. But college players, they need a mentor. You know, we should be their mentors.
Did you hear what Rip Pitino said?
What did he say? Here's some sex and drugs if you want to play for my team.
Well,
not from himself. I don't think he offered.
No. Just for the kids. No, he what is it? St. John's? Is that where he
coaches now? He's the one. Yeah, he was the one that was at Louisville. That got fired for bringing in he was like bringing prostitutes in to sleep with the recruits to get him to come to Louisville, and then he got fired. Now he's back at St. John's years later.
He's back trying to bring that franchise. Well, you know, they used to be
pretty good.
One of those, yeah. So, but anyway, he was just totally railing them. After a game, he was like, they just can't move laterally. He's like, they don't.
He's talking about sexually, they can't.
Yeah. He was basically saying, like, if there were like 6 lined up in a row, to peg,
bang,
he just couldn't. He could. There's no way.
Nobody could do it. These guys can't even do it. And back in Kentucky, everybody, they were well trained in that with all the prostitutes that he brought in. He's like 75 years old, too, starting over. And I think we just saw in Alabama or a South Carolina commercial for the primary coming up as we focus in on the Georgia Tech cheerleaders. And there's Jim Boeheim is a Syracuse coach. And Corey Alexander, you remember Corey Alexander who played for Wake Forest back in the late 90s with Tim Duncan? Dude, he was a badass.
Sarah would know. What's his name?
Corey Alexander. I think he's the one that went to Wake Forest.
Sarah, do you know who Corey Alexander is? Played with Tim Duncan.
I think it's in
Wake Forest.
I might be thinking of somebody else. He might have gone to Virginia instead of. I
was gonna say. If he went walked by Tim Duncan, Sarah would know.
No, he went to Virginia. I had the team wrong, but there was somebody from Wake Forest.
Virginia. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he didn't play for Wake.
What's the guard's name that played with Tim Duncan?
Tony Parker?
No, it was at Wake Forest. It was I can't remember the guy's name, but he was
in college.
Badass. Yeah. 97. I'm gonna look. I guess bother me. I gotta figure out who this is. Text down 3022.
Who was the point guard that played with Tim Duncan? Childers.
Yeah, Childress. That's it. He was fucking badass.
I knew Sarah.
Sarah should get on here, do some commentary. She played basketball, didn't she?
She's talking about how he scored in the SEC tournament. He shot
the ACC tournament. This is what I'm thinking. I remember that ACC tournament vividly.
The 3-pointer that he hit.
Yeah, he was awesome. I mean, he looked like me out there just drilling threes. I tell you what, Ridgeway, I'd score 25, 30, and 10 at least in the WNBA. And then the Jackets missed like 3 layups in a row. Then this white bulldozer gets the rebound for Clemson, passes it to little white guy. Embarrassing.
Well, you transition then.
I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I'm trying to. I'm meeting with my transition doctor, and I want to be a pretty girl, so I need to get some reconstruction stuff done, so that.
What do you need to be? What do you need a doctor for?
So I can get some. If I'm going to play in the WNBA, I need to get at least some. I don't know. Don't you think I need to like do something?
You don't need anything. You're good. No.
You don't have to do any type of surgery.
You are just you. If you want to be a woman right now, you're a woman.
I just got to say it. That's much easier, cheaper. Point guard, number 1.
Right here, Brad.
What?
ACC tickets. ACC tournament. Wake Forest.
Oh, those are tickets from
Those are the tickets. 1995.
That's cool. All right.
$20.
Reeves. That guy just got punched in the face when he shot the ball. You see that? Yeah. So you play with these athletes, and they're so. I mean, they're not only like a foot taller, or like half a foot taller. They're as quick as most people, you know. So they're just the ones that are really good are super intense. When I used to play with the team at my college, the guy, like, if you've never played basketball, like real basketball, and the first group of people you play with are like the YMCA with dudes who have experience playing, especially like D1 college basketball, your world's going to get wrecked by them with how intense they are.
Yeah.
Because it's like a fight, you know, it's like a physical fight.
Oh, yeah. That's all they got.
Yeah. Dude, I'll knock him down, dude. I'll like, see, that's what you have to learn when you're white boys. You just got to get better and better at shooting from the other side of the court when you have to play against 7-footers. Did you see Steph Curry make that shot from the tunnel the other day?
No.
Before the game, he flung it from the other side of the court from the tunnel, and it went in.
Damn.
And he like did like he's obviously practiced it.
Yeah.
Jackets back in, flip it over, and they're fouled. The Tech's down by 11.
It's not bad. It's doable. I was about to say, if 11 and 15 right now, here's where you stick your foot in the sand, pivot, make a run at a bid.
So, you think Tech right now, if they turn it around here, they can make a run at NCAA? But the problem is they got to win the whole tournament because they've already lost too many fucking games. They have lost probably 8 games this season, maybe more, actually. How many games they lost? So they've lost, I think, 11.
In the conference? Or
I think they're like 4-11 in the conference, and 8 of those games, it's either 8 or 9 of them, and then at least 2 out of conference games. So that's like 10 games that they have lost that listen to this, that they were leading by double figures midway to late in the second half. Double. I mean, and you could see it happening. I'd be watching the game, and Tech would get a lead. It'd be 10 points. There was one game they were up by like 17 or 18 points, with like 9 minutes left, and then lost by like 13. I'm like, how do you even do that? And you can see it because as soon as they get that big lead where it peaks, it's like they think they're the Harlem Globetrotters. And it's just turnover after turnover after turnover. And I'm watching this, and what the coach needs to do, he doesn't ever do anything different. And he needs to call a timeout when they get that double-figure lead and say, look, there's 12 minutes, 10 minutes left in the game. This is where we fuck the shit up every time we blow the game. So let's focus on not turning the ball over. Like instead of calling the timeout after the run happened, because what happens is, and it's the craziest thing that I've ever seen. Tech will take a 10-point lead, like in the second half of the game, 15-point lead, and then the other team will go on like a 23-0 run. I've never seen so many 23, 18, 20, 27. Wake Forest against Tech the other day. Tech scored the first 3 points of the game, and then Wake Forest went on a 35-3 run. Have you even ever seen that before in your life, Justin, where your team at home, and this is coming off, they just beat North Carolina a couple games before.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was a good win.
You're up 3-0. Hell yeah, good start. And then they didn't score another field goal. That was at the 19-minute mark of the first half. Tech didn't score another field goal until there were 4 fucking minutes left in the first half. Because Wake Forest was up 35-6 with 4 minutes left in the half, dude.
Yeah.
I don't even know how it's like the varsity team playing the 7th graders that haven't hit puberty yet at a scrimmage.
That's just discipline.
Right.
Bad attitude.
I think that's like part of it too. And I think that, and this is why he's a good recruiter, but are these commercials like so like even this during the basketball? I guess that makes sense. They want to do the woke commercials during the basketball game. I'm going to put this on for a few. The reason I have it off mostly is for the copyright thing. So the what's it called? Is if you alter the content, so it's like
that fair use. Yeah.
Fair use. Yeah. But this is Wes Durham, who used to be a Tech announcer. So I want to hear him for a second.
Close. No, Coach.
That one
Coach was watching then. He was
Didn't
not even in high school yet.
I was in college.
Were you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Played in the holiday festival. We played in there on an off day.
Yeah.
You know these blowout games. These announcers they find the stupidest shit to talk about.
By the way, we were talking about this today. Here's Ndongo at the line.
Yeah, his name's Dongo.
How difficult is the ACC all-freshman team vote going to be, Corey Alexander?
I think that's the toughest one because you think about there are 2 great candidates on Georgia Tech teams alone. We mentioned, Nate George is 2nd in the league in assists behind Reese Beekman.
Right.
Tech's down by 9 with 3:18 left in the first half.
Jalen Lowe.
They're at Bob Carrington.
Bob Carrington.
There's a lot of perimeter players.
Bayham sounds like he's about to fall asleep.
How about Jack?
3 for Clemson hits it. Well, they have 10 fucking threes this half.
A big difference maker for them down the stretch. As you said, he hasn't played much.
That guy looks like a dick sucker to me, dude.
To get his rhythm these last 4 games. He's going to really help.
100%.
Fucking criminals and racists are filling the court for Clemson.
In terms of
Kelly drives it in, turnaround, passes out.
On the floor to
see how they kind of stand around.
There's a bounce pass to Ndongo. Good matchup here with Hall.
Yeah, and then nobody's moving to get open. Yeah. There's no urgency. He's going to shoot a 3 that he's not going to make.
Yeah, so that guy's a good shooter if he gets down in the corner, but they don't. When they move the ball,
he's only got 3 rebounds now.
They can shoot, but they get to standing around.
That
that point guard, Tech's point guards are their best players, probably.
PJ out front. Yep, they're back.
What? This guy looks like a fucking West Virginia, like he came out of a cave in West Virginia, this white guy. He's drilling threes.
Georgia Tech hasn't scored in the last 5 minutes of this game, allowing Clemson to build their biggest lead thus far after they made it a 23-15 game.
Offensive foul on Ndongo here.
This is what Tech does.
When he sweeps the arm
they go
he picks up his
5, 10, 15 minutes at fucking time without scoring.
Jack Clark trying to get the basketball inside. However, when you're playing off,
how can you not even draw a foul or something?
He's an NBA player. This young man not only
there has to be a record
he's really
of dry spouts that a team has gone on. Dry spells.
3-point number.
That Tech has shattered this year.
17 for the Tigers here in the first half. Backdoor cut.
Wide open.
Shot fake. Fallaway got blocked.
That was
Gerard.
Wide open.
Almost a good block.
He doesn't miss the opening. It's very
see how he mistimed that jump there?
Yep.
That guy's like out of control. He's athletic, but he just
feels like a big 90 seconds here, Corey, for the home team.
Of course it is.
That we're right here
these
beside the Clemson bench.
just
Brad
aren't.
Give you permission to yell at Joe Girard when he came
These
off
what?
or anything like that.
These passes are just so like
That guy doesn't
Free
need to
ball
shoot
bounced away
threes. That
off
guy's
the
not a
hand
three-point shooter. He's shooting like
Kapari.
15% from the three-point lane.
So with
Kapari.
about 70 seconds to go in this first half.
I mean,
They
that's
just
not
look
the
like
shot.
they don't know where they want to go with the
Well
ball.
and building what is a 15-point
Well, their
lead.
coach
Terrible.
has said we don't do plays. He said that.
WD, how about Brad Brown?
We don't do
Now,
plays.
shoot around today.
Obviously, you
Well,
don't do
what do
fucking
you
plays.
do then? You just run down to the court and do this?
They do YMCA. We're more athletic, hopefully.
Coaches do stick together, Come on.
And they're going to drill a three.
Why?
It's going to be
Referees, they stick
18-point
together.
game.
They have to.
It'll
There's
blow my
nobody else
fucking
likes
head
it.
off.
Here's Hunter on the drive, and we're going to get a foul.
Well,
I believe
okay,
before the
since
block
you
is
said
what
that,
Jamie Lucky
do
is
people
saying.
not get the part about sports
Foul
that's
is on
like the
Kapari.
mental
It would be
side
his
of it,
first.
like the
That's
strategy
Georgia Tech.
to
We'll see if
it?
their
Like,
free throws
No, he
here
doesn't do
for
plays, dude.
Chase
He
Hunter.
just needs
Our
four.
decision
He
by
needs
Hunter
5
to
guys,
attack
is
the
what he
paint,
said. I
don't
need
get
5
downhill.
guys.
They've
I need
shot a
5
lot
guys.
of threes this first half.
Who could be me? Is essentially
the
what he
free throw
says. Like,
line
what kind of
and get
what
to
kind of
the
coaching
collect.
is that?
Sixth best free throw shooter in the
Hey,
ACC.
in the
Sounds like-
second half,
is
could you
Chase
guys
Hunter.
be a little more of
Sounds
what
like
I
idiot
was,
coaching.
Damian Stoudemire, when you're fucking, I was your age?
And the first of the two is good. Don't forget, we've got
So the
ACC
announcer's like ahead of
gymnastics for
the-
you right here on
his
the
audio's
ACC
ahead of
network
it a
and the
little bit.
ESPN app Sunday afternoon.
Oh, good. So
Fitzgerald Fieldhouse
listen
coach.
to how they talk about the
I
ACC
had a few
gymnastics.
bad nights in there.
Well,
Look at that.
number 24 NC State visits Pitt Gymnastics. It's on ACC Network.
Look at that chick
and
there,
always
dude.
available on the ESPN app.
WD, I did tell you earlier who you
So they'll have a bunch of ACC women's games pop up during the game, and the announcers have this copy they have to read, and they'll go, get ready for the showdown in the top two. And they don't care at all about the women's games. You can tell.
no.
Tech's down by 17 now. This is embarrassing. And he's going to throw it out of bounds. I mean, the guy's not 18 feet tall. He's going to do a step back 3, and he hits it. Thank God. Thank God he cut it to 14. Clemson's going to call a timeout because they're only up by 2 touchdowns here. They just don't play any defense. They don't communicate at all. And so that's what when you don't do plays and you don't. He at the beginning of the season he said that we haven't worked on defense. So he switched.
Well, they were playing man, and they weren't like. If you notice, they weren't passing anybody off. So it was just a guy running around trying to guard one man. It's like one-on-one. It's like, nah,
and this is
man.
what I'm saying. This is YMCA basketball.
This is just so stupid.
This is why teams that do strategy and shit beat them because they don't have any plays.
It's like nobody wants to watch that shit, dude. Nobody wants to watch a bunch of dudes just playing at the YMCA. There's a reason why.
Yeah,
there
you go. There's no Coach Stoudemire. There's a reason it's not packed over there at the YMCA league, men's league.
No. It's boring.
Yeah.
Jacking up threes all the time is fucking boring. I hate it.
Unless you can make
That's
them.
all they do.
You got to be as an easy bucket. And he found him. Oh, no, he didn't call the foul. A good block. 3 seconds left. You got to shoot it, dude. Shoot it. Did he get that off?
That was pretty good. Yeah, he did. That was pretty good.
Okay.
I thought it was an and one, too.
That guy's super athletic, Kapari, but he is out of control. I'm surprised he made that. He usually does this crazy drive where he puts it behind his back, kind of like he did there, and glides through everybody, and then just slams it up against the side of the rim or something like that.
He's just jumping up in the air through people. The basketball is just kind of I don't care if I put the basketball in the hole. I just like to mow through people.
He's like one of those guys who you'll hear about in college where he just started playing basketball when he was 15 or something like that. And it's because he's super athletic and tall and stuff. And he can do crazy stuff, but they haven't learned basketball skills yet. That's what that guy's like. I can imagine if I were fucking 6'7", can you imagine being 6'7" or like 6'11" like some of these guys are? And not being able to make a fucking free throw? Virginia the other day went against Wake Forest. They went 1 for 11 from the not from the 3-point line, from the free throw line. They were 1 for 11, and they still won 49-48. fucking Wake Forest scored more than 49 points in the first 5 minutes against Tech, basically. And Virginia always makes the game super ugly.
What's the thing about these college games? This is just, God, man, there is so much variability. I feel like more so than any of the others, like college sports.
What do you mean? And like, who can beat who?
Yeah, but just not just that, but like you go through like position by position, and then even like within like the the different schools, it's just so like this. I don't know. It's weird. It's not like it used to be where there was like stars,
There's
like
dominant teams, yeah.
dominant teams that would like stay, like the dude's like 4 years in the college, maybe going on their 5th year or something like that.
Well, they have the transfer portal now too, where you can just transfer anywhere after 1 year, and now they can go somewhere for the was it NIH or what's it called, the NIL, the money, so you can get paid to be a college player now.
Yeah. Why even go to the professional league anymore? Just make like 10 million by the time you're 21 and then retire, right?
Well, so here's the thing. You got to be good for that, but you also got to have like a personality. And so if you have like what it does is it encourages high school players to start like Instagram highlight reels and get a following by doing crazy dunks or whatever. That way they're popular, because that's where you're going to get a lot of that NIL money, not just because you're good. If you're good and you're boring, people don't remember your name, you're probably going to get less than somebody who might be a fucking walk-on, but that everybody knows because they have this social media presence. That's what I would do if I were in college and I knew about this NIL stuff. It'd be all about branding yourself through social media to where. So remember Wojciechowski for Duke years ago? He was a short little point guard. He was like probably 5'11", white guy, and sometimes they would start him, but he was he a walk-on or did he get a scholarship? I think he might have been a walk-on at Duke. I can't remember, but he was this guy who was just like super like energetic and like slapping the floor, and he always looked like the underdog because he's a slow little white guy, but he had so much passion that when he was in the game, the crowd, he was like they just went nuts over there. So you got to be that kind of guy who, even if you only play 5 minutes, that when you play 5 minutes, everybody's going wild because of how just like crazy, passionate you are, and because of your social media thing. So if you suck at it, if you're a walk-on, build up the social media thing and like make a myth out of yourself, so people go crazy when you get in the game, and you would get some NIL money. So we should go back to college, dude, and we should go to a small Division III college, and we should path our journey as we'll probably be a couple of the older players in ever play in college basketball. Well, not ever, because there's some really old people that have played, and we could
I was
just
gonna say, I bet there's probably some that are like trying to play in their 40s now.
Yeah, dude, we'll go dominate Division III, maybe NAIA or something. Or we'll join the women's team if we need to. We'll switch. If we suck on the men's team, we'll go the other way with it, and we'll get that NIL money. What do you think about these commercials, these mayhem commercials?
I haven't even. I was actually just looking at you.
No, but you haven't ever seen these Allstate mayhem commercials?
No.
Are
Oh
you
yeah. That with the guy, the
Dude, what is this? Oh wait, did you see that? She had that thing in her nose. Yeah, he's the guy who just causes mayhem. He's an insurance spokesman. What the fuck is this thing?
He was
like
in
he was in the
he was in that HBO show Oz.
Oz. Yeah, he's in Oz. Here's a commercial for Navage, where it appears to be some device.
Lady's mole is just so distracting.
Whenever I hear mole, I think about John Candy and Uncle Buck when he tells the principal, he flips her a quarter and says, "Go downtown and have a rat gnaw that thing off your face." I think they redid Uncle Buck. I think they made a television show out of it with a black family, if I recall correctly. I mean, what haven't they redone?
Yeah.
Did you watch True Detective, the latest season with Jodie Foster? I'm Jodie Foster. You didn't watch it?
No.
Well, it was okay until it was just weird. It didn't make any sense. It's like it tried really hard to. Did you see the first season of it? True
I
Detective?
saw the first season and that was it.
Well, the next one was terrible. I couldn't watch it. This one was a little better.
Like, first of all, I hate shows that do that, where it's like it's season by season, and the scenario changes, the cast. Fuck you, okay? Like, you know, I want to do a show like that's just called like this, period, and just every fucking episode, it's just it's almost like a new genre, a new cast.
Every
But I'm like, but it's the same show. It's the same show.
So you're really
doesn't matter that it doesn't make sense.
The production cost here of having new actors in every show. You don't give a shit.
I don't give it's art, man.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
But like, how do you call it's like this is True Detective. This is also True Detective. Well, what the fuck's True Detective? Just because you call it True Detective?
Yeah, what's true? What's true about these detectives? What are their pronouns?
That's what I want to get to the bottom of. Yeah. What are their adverbs? What are their adjectives?
Oh my god, dude! You have just changed the culture war right there, because that's. I haven't been asked to identify my adjectives yet.
I really get triggered. I want to talk serious for a second. I really get triggered when people use the wrong adverbs around me.
Oh, I've seen you. I saw you really go off on that one. When things got a little bloody after that improv show that one night, because what are your adjectives? I guess I should ask.
You
need to look up adjective list online.
Smiley.
Is that an adjective? Yes, an adjective. Your adjective is smiley. Tired and achy. Ooh,
tired. Yeah.
When you're tired and achy, you're ugly. But when you sleep well, you hump this thing that has a patent pending, and you're really good looking. What the fuck is that? It's like a candy cane.
That's all she's doing, just humping all night.
She's humping a candy cane, and she's tanner now that she's. It also makes you tan. Man, she's hot, dude. I want to be that candy cane.
But you can't, because they just created one.
Dude,
so now you're not.
Yeah. Look,
now you got to sleep next to this?
And why is she like cradling it like she's in love with it?
Like, you're laying next to her in bed. And you're just sitting over there on the side while she's got this thing, and she's just like cuddling it.
Like, my wife's fine, and my wife has been sleeping better ever since she's been fucking this candy cane every night.
It's got me here. He's
just looking at her on the side of his eye.
He's a fucking idiot, dude. Guys are such fucking idiots.
It reduces snoring. That guy's like, yeah, I haven't my wife doesn't have sex with me anymore. She's this candy cane got her pregnant. Look at him. They should cut to a scene of the guy with that candy cane like up his ass or something, because he's trying to get a little bit of joy. It's only 2 easy payments of $29.99. And you get this little zip bag. Somebody came up with this product.
Do people pay in payments still?
Yeah, did you see that shot where they were on, like, somebody was on a pink couch and then somebody was on the fucking floor with it?
What is going on with this thing?
Dude,
this is ridiculous.
I know, but people are making money off of that. Like, we should make candy cane products to.
I was gonna say, somebody told me something. They were like, "Yeah, this guy does such and such," and it's like, man, he makes a ton of money off of it. And I was thinking, God, what? Like, I never even thought about that. It's like box inserts or some shit, you know.
Well, there are tons of boxing things. So you said?
Box inserts. So like the inserts
yeah.
for boxes.
Yeah. I know somebody who made a bunch of money off of making like, file folders. You put the little tabs in them. He made like millions off of fucking tabs.
Yeah. Yep. Because it's like shit like that. It's like a numbers game. It's just like a really low cost item that it's just such a high turnover. Like,
and you gotta have it. You gotta know what you're doing with business and have an end to the market. This is a lot. You can look on Amazon and just think of the craziest products you can think of, and just type them in. And there's probably something resembling whatever that twisted thing in your head is. Like, I don't know what you would search, but usually something will come up. Like, you could find bibs that have Vladimir Lenin and the communist logo on it for your baby.
My searches are pretty tame.
What would you search?
I just like guitar.
You would just search for. That's all you search for is guitar things.
Probably.
Are you gonna do any busking anytime soon?
No. I don't know. Maybe.
All
Josh
these
has a bunch of guitars just at the studio right now, and I was.
Who had them? Josh did.
Yeah, maybe they're that one guy's.
You're talking about the that guy, crazy guy, who I can't even talk about his activities on here because they're illegal. Is that who you're referring to?
I don't even want to say his name. Yeah, the last time I saw him, it's funny. Like I was just like,
I think he moved. I mean, it sounds like he moved in there to me, honestly.
Yeah.
Hopefully nobody from over at the studio is checking out the stream tonight. How many commercials?
He was not feeling well.
Yeah. So the ACC is expanding next year. It's gonna have like 20 teams, or even more than that. It's like, I don't even know how many. It's gonna have like Stanford. Stanford's gonna be in the ACC. SMU, I think. Just a bunch of more teams for Georgia Tech to lose to. These are the worst commercials, like little leg extra. These machines, because we have some of these machines. We tried a lot of these machines for my mom and dad years ago, and most of them are complete trash.
Yeah. My uncle was trying to use something similar to that, but it was like a pedal thing.
Your bike?
Your feet, like a bike pedal, yeah.
Yeah, look at those feet. This
seems like it moves it for you. I don't know.
It's like a foot fetish commercial there too. It's like those things you put on your abs that they sell. They like electrocute your abs. You don't have to do any sit-ups. You just walk around getting electrocuted. It's like tensing your abs up by the machine all day long. I don't know if it works. I think what tends to work with exercising is exercising. Let me get a machine that can do the exercising for me. I just wonder what the halftime speech is, really. It's like, what do you say? Play defense? Can you play a little fucking defense?
Well, according to you, I mean, his coaching style, I mean,
it's terrible. I think it's
probably just like, all right, well, we have less points, so we got to score more points.
Yeah, it's what it feels like. He's a good recruiter, but I think he's a bad coach. It sucks. There's Bayham. They're sounding like he's about to pass out a second ago.
And the other thing is the game could have been over if they ended the half. Now it's 14. I mean, Clemson's a better team, probably win, but Georgia Tech gave them a fighter's chance by getting back and getting those last 5.
By the way, the center and the power forward.
Tech just beat Syracuse.
3 halves of basketball.
His old team, so maybe he's a little pissed, but
that means
he's just like, yeah, Tech sucks. Game should be over.
Now, when you think about how well these two guys have played against Georgia
I mean, to be
Tech,
fair, it looked pretty rough there for a second.
I mean, he's right though. He's not wrong. Texas is lucky to be down by 12 right now. I've never been so happy to only be down by 12. I can't see these guys. See these white guys.
There we go.
Cut it down to a 12-point lead. Has the ball to start the second half. And nobody on the floor with more than one foul for Damon Stoudemire.
And no one over here can see anything because
there you go. Just throw it to Clemson, then run into each other. I mean, what is this?
He has the right to be there, sure, but a difficult view from my.
What is going on here?
They
Like,
don't
no
see-
urgency from these guys on the wing over here.
Hari threw it away, and here's Gerard.
I mean, look at that. This is what I'm talking about right here.
Yeah.
And you're going to get a dunk on the other
passing-
side.
Do they even know how to pass the ball?
I don't
Really
think so.
tough pass. You got it.
Do they run passing drills?
No, I think they fail math class. I don't think they get angles.
Touched it last. Jamie Lucky said, "No, sir."
Did you watch the NBA All-Star game where they scored almost 400 points?
No, the almost 200 points.
Yeah, it looked like the Hawks playing the Pacers is what it looked like to me.
It's coming.
I mean, the Hawks give up 160 points every time they play the fucking Pacers.
We have a foul. Thank goodness.
Don't even get me started on that. We need to stream a game. I'll have plenty to say about that.
Hawks game?
It's the first on
Talk about lack of
second.
defense.
One of the great things about being positioned.
That's what Stoudemire's probably
during the game.
probably bringing Hawks players in to teach Georgia Tech defense. That's probably the problem.
No.
They probably just want to pretend they're the Hawks, like just
he's
fucking
making threes. He's talking.
jack up threes.
So this
run no
guy,
plays.
this guy number 13 here, he went to the NBA Combine because he declared himself eligible for the draft. He was thinking about going to get drafted.
Miles Kelly's been quiet.
He realized he wouldn't.
Brownell trying to get his team organized defensively.
It kind of
Here's
sucks
a
for him though
three-ball
because
from
he's
Gapari on rebound
like
handled
I
by
can't
Hunter.
shoot threes, man. There's a reason that they back off when you get the ball at the 3-point
They're
line.
going to get beat by threes. They don't want it to be Miles Kelly or Nathan George. They want it to be Gapari shooting that.
Here's that big oath passing to the other white boy, screens around. That's the thing about the white boys. They know how to run plays.
And missed the layup.
Well, he just brought it up just a second ago. He said, like, they wanted him to take that shot.
Yep.
And it's like they're forcing you to do something, and you're just willingly doing it.
Yeah, so you got to either improve your shot or you got to. And he missed a fucking layup, man. He could have dunked that ball.
Here's Hunter in the air.
Dude, there's still a lot of teams in Georgia that don't know how to lay the ball up. It's like they weren't
Coach,
taught.
That's another one of those plays. Joe Girard created that because he ran to the corner. You got to think about where the three-point
Joe
shooter
Girard,
is. It
isn't
made it
the Yankees coach?
for Chase Hunter.
Inside
Kelly.
Kelly. He couldn't finish.
He just airballed a
Gapari
layup.
has it. Right back for Ndongo, and Hunter blocked that.
Wow.
10 to shoot
I mean,
for
they just
Georgia
play with so
Tech.
much,
This
like,
is
much more
Kawasi Reeves,
intensity.
and a long
That
three is short.
That was
Easy
terrible.
opportunities for
That was,
Ndongo under the basket. That's what Damon Stoudemire talked to us about, the inconsistencies of these young players. Got to recognize you got to go stronger than that. Otherwise, point guards in the ACC block your shot.
There's Gerard all the way around with the little scoop.
Look at that. That guy. That's a white dude who's like 5'10". He just
Next year,
did that.
Dongo will finish those plays. You're going against veterans, and he's just not quite ready, but he'll finish those plays next year.
Tigers have run 4 in a row on the board here to go up 16, Corey, as we go to the break here.
Turning defense into offense. Chase Hunter coming up with the block from behind the
Turning defense into offense. Go fuck yourself with that cliche. I was watching Tech in Louisville last week. Louisville's terrible. Tech had a double-digit lead on Louisville in the second half. 8 minutes left, somehow lost by 12 points still. It was, I think, a 24-3 run. Now, Louisville is in last place in the ACC. And the first half of the game, nobody could make a shot. Both teams were like 3 of 27. And the announcers are going, man, these defenses are playing tough here tonight. And I'm like, no, the defenses aren't responsible for any of this right now. These guys, they're just missing wide open shots. Both teams have like 25 turnovers. It's ridiculous. It's like watching. It just feels like you're watching an 8-year-old. You ever watch like a T-ball or like an umpire T-ball, and the granddads are yelling at me, going, "When are you gonna let a call go our way?" Meanwhile, their kids are laying in the opposite direction on the ground, face down in the outfield, picking flowers. I'm like, what do you want me to do? And then I just throw their kid out of the game. I start tossing these kids because their grandparents are being belligerent on the sideline. Hammered Cream, Gotham Steel, 10-point set of one drop, one payment.
Cream is the color.
Oh, I wish it was. It's called hammeredcream.com.
I know, but they're really.
Is that jizz? What is this?
They really want you to know that, hey, this is hammered cream.
Hammeredcream.com.
This isn't stainless steel.
Gotham Steel Hammered Cream. You can cook an egg and some vegetables with hammeredcream.com just for $49.99, 4 payments of a 5-piece bakeware. Hammeredcum.spear. And here we have Dr. Green of the Brick House Lean Weight Loss at takelean.com, the promo code TRIM. Don't know what the hell he's talking. Let's put the. Does this have I guess this doesn't have this is a bootleg website, so it probably doesn't have subtitles. We've probably already gotten kicked off YouTube, if I have to guess, because YouTube took one of my videos off the other day because I played a clip from SNL. They usually just say you can't monetize it. They took the whole video down because SNL is like actively going after people who they deem copyright in violation. And I played the clip of Nikki Haley's awful performance when
you're still live.
Do what?
We're still live.
Yeah, we're still live, dude.
On YouTube.
Oh, are we? Oh, you're checking it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good.
Yep.
Did you see Nikki Haley's SNL appearance?
No.
Yeah, I streamed that. Damn, there's Brandy Lewis, mother of Chase and Dylan. Look at that, dude. There's her husband not paying any attention to her. He looks like he's a little older.
Just
he's
like usual.
A younger woman there. She's over there looking at her OnlyFans account. Pass over to George. Passes into Dongo. Dribble. Bang, bang.
They get those
flip
punches.
Up. And he puts it up and in. Kind of a prayer there. So Tech cuts it to 47-33. And we're in a situation right now where normally when I'm watching the game, I'm just praying for Clemson to go on like a 10-0 run so I can stop.
You know, but subject yourself, but
yeah,
today is not going to be that day.
It's not. It's like what's going to happen is they're going to kind of hang around in that 14 to 8 point game area,
unless they foul.
It's like, look at it.
God, dude, no.
Look at his hair, dude.
This kid right here, no,
he's good.
This
man.
kid,
I know he's got big hair, but he's good. He's the one who beat Clemson the first time they played him. He drilled like 3. They were down by 9 with like a minute left, and he started drilling threes. He's right though. That guy elbowed him in the face.
Yeah, he is.
This
I saw the arm hit, but then I didn't see the. Yeah.
Yeah. Now this is racism. This is clear case of racism.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you, Brad. Honestly.
Why is David Stoudemire wearing an extra? It's like an extra small button-up Georgia Tech shirt.
Well, it's
on the sideline.
Got it from Baby Gap.
A baby jacket. There's Damian. I mean, how many commercials do they go to? So you know that gym shot was like weird because those girls wouldn't have been there working out. They would have been there like doing a TikTok video where they're squatting their pussy in front of the camera.
Yeah, and then if you like walked by and like some of the breeze from you walking by just blew in their direction,
yeah,
they'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Oh my god!"
Yeah, dude.
Did you blow wind on me?
And then it'd be a big trending story. Although sometimes guys go the other way with it and they're a little too aggressive. They'll go after girls who aren't even really doing anything. So I think it's all I think the gym has become a place for the culture war for people who are trying to get views one way or the other. There was that Nikki Haley, South Carolina. Well, I think it was Nikki Haley ad. How many? Here's the cum cookware again.
There's the hammered cream again.
Are you tired of silver cookware? Come colored cookware with hammered cream. Our
It's got
pots,
dimples in it, just like your ass.
yeah, ass dimpled cum colored potware for omelets made by your wife.
That omelet looks suspiciously terrible.
Who's that girl? You ever do an ad like this? When do you ever do an infomercial?
No.
Yeah, I never did an infomercial either. I
I
did get
would.
cast in this thing once where it was an instructional video for how to. Well, my role was the guy who was receiving it, but it was for the other side on how to give a blowjob. And the scene, it paid. Like this was a legit gig. It paid like $1,000. I didn't do it because my agent told me at the time when I talked to her, and we are like, maybe it's probably not the best thing. But like, because the way it works is it shows this interaction between a dude and chick, and they go on a date, and they come back to the guy's place, and then once it goes into the sexual aspect of it, it's live action, but then it turns into an animation. So yeah, so it would be you.
What was this?
This was back. It's like 15 years ago.
But what was this for?
It was. I don't even remember what the company was or what it was, but it was. They were making some sort of instructional video on how to give a blowjob, and I was playing the. I got cast as a guy. The audition process. Let me tell you. I'm kidding. It was based on previous work.
Oh, you're like you're in the waiting room waiting for your audition, and all you can hear as you're like waiting for the audition.
You just hear like guys screaming and like and all the guys in the waiting room are just like doing this. They're like practicing how it feels and shit. No, there wasn't an audition for it. It was one of those things by Select based on reel and look. And so they were like, this guy, we want him to get a BJ in this thing. But I turned it down after talking to my agent, and I think it took him a minute to actually find people who would do it. Which shows you, like, because it did pay $1,000. So, not everybody is gonna just go into porn for 1,000, even if it is animated porn.
Right.
So, but what they would do, what the thing was, is it would be you, but then it would cut to the animation, so all the sexual stuff would happen during the animation. But they were gonna make the animations to look like the actors. So it's like your cartoon version of yourself getting a blowjob.
Which is worse somehow.
It's weird, yeah.
Yeah.
Tech down by 16 now. Dongo just fell on the ground. He literally just fell down. Looks like he was pushed a little bit. How do you even say Fallen? Is that how you say his name? Brad Browning, the coach, looks like he's angry because he just burned his cheeseburger. They were talking during the Tech Louisville game, Ridgeway, because Tech has another, I can't remember the guy's name, but they have another NBA All-Star on their coaching, one of their assistant coaches. They got Stoudemire, and Louisville's coach also, I think, was an All-Star in the NBA. And so the game was so bad, the announcers are going, I think the better game might be if the two coaches, the coaching units on both teams suited up and played each other.
Yeah.
Comes Clemson. Clemson is on the verge of blowing this game wide open if they just hit a few shots, because Tech is hapless. You see that? It just this.
There was like 4 guys around him, and he still got that layup off.
Yeah, but it's because he was in the right position, because the guy penetrated and kicked it to him. There's no way to stop him.
But yeah, that's again poor, just defense. Poor
mid-range jumper from Stoudemire. Not Stoudemire. So that's Tech's coach's godson right there. The guy who just shot that ball. He transferred from USC. He's pretty good. I don't like his goatee, though. I think he should shave his goatee. Makes
I
me
don't
kinda
like any. You know what?
makes me
I tried
think,
to goatee once.
yeah. You
No.
probably they could just do a split on the ground? You had a goatee once?
Yeah.
How'd that work? Did you get accused of being a sex offender?
People said I looked French, which was way worse.
You start wearing one of those
You look like a French guy. And
one
I
of those
was like,
hats.
oh God. All right.
There's Navage commercial. Yeah,
It's just the same three commercials over and
it
over
really
again, dude.
is. Look at this
It's
thing, though,
just this is insanity.
how
That
it's
guy's an
stuck in
idiot.
people, it's
I'm
like
getting
shoved in
really
their
pissed
nose.
off at that. This guy can suck it right now.
You'd like to have
He looks like an asshole.
you'd like to have a
There we go.
sexual interaction with that man?
Yeah, if the interaction is my fist with his butthole.
Damn, dude, that's brutal. That's gross, dude. All right, we got 14:51 to play. Tech's down by 16. Tech is losing to the white guys from Clemson. So this shit's embarrassing too, because I used to be the white guy who all of the black dudes on the court would make fun of their black friend because the white dude score on them. And they could put a black guy who's in a wheelchair on you if you're white, and you could be Dirk Nowitzki, and if you go by him and get a dunk, all the black dudes are going to be ragging on the black guy in the wheelchair because they got a white boy score on them. So to have a whole team of white boys be beating you by 16 points, that's to be pretty embarrassing right now.
Ask the Hawks how it felt to have one European beat them. So bad
that Doncic, he scored like 70 points or something like that.
Yeah.
Nope.
Single-handedly.
And then within the same week, Stephon Curry scored 60 against them. There's white boy, shoots a mid-range, and he just clanked that off the glass.
Banked it hard.
All right, starting his troubles up. He drives it in, goes over the layup.
There we go. All right.
Misses
high off the glass. High off your ass.
He needs to stick to that mid-range. It's too short to be going in that far unless he's going to draw the foul. Look how awful that fan base is. None of them care. They're all math nerds. White wildebeest. Deep three. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm wearing my jersey for us, Mommy. Watching Georgia Tech. I'm just showing everybody how I suffer. Why I suffer. Oh, I wouldn't do this to myself if I didn't choose this. I was born this way. I was whatever. It's like being gay, I think. Is you don't have a choice, but also I don't know. I'm not even gonna delve into that. Jackets get fouled and they're bitching. Look at this. So it's good when you look at that guy is just a fucking he looks like a Neanderthal, this white guy here. I am miserable. I am absolutely miserable right now. Yes, that's correct.
It's perpetual. So
right. So when you're a Georgia
don't let
Tech,
that fool you. He's built up a resistance.
Right. It's better than it usually is. Like when you're a Georgia Tech fan, the score is perpetually 51-35 in your life every time. Oh, there you go. What is hashtag take taste? That seems a little weird. I don't even want to click on that. It's be some weird fucking porn. Ridgeway, so I got this new ball.
Yeah, I see that. It's nice, man.
It is. So it's an outdoor ball.
Yeah.
They didn't have them last time I tried to get them, but most outdoor balls are such shit. But this is the best one I've ever gotten. I love it, dude. I'm gonna go to bed with it tonight. I'm gonna sleep with it like it's one of those.
Sleep with it under your pillow so that it softens up.
Just like that candy cane that those women were having sex with in the commercial.
You remember okay, so where'd you put your baseball glove? What'd you do with your baseball glove?
It's right here, dude.
You had to.
It's always fucking right.
So how'd you soften it up, though? What did you do?
You put a couple baseballs in it, and you put some of that shit in there that your dad puts in there. And you tie some rubber bands around it, and you leave it overnight.
I stuck mine under the bed, the bed to smush it down.
You put it in between the box springs and the mattress?
Yeah, to smush it down.
So that was comfortable to sleep that night. Tech down by 16. See, look at this one guy. He's got the shorts that are too short. Number 10.
I mean, but look how long his legs are.
You think he chose those shorts, or you think somebody just? Oh, you like his long legs?
Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. I was looking at this other guy.
No, which guy?
I was looking at this guy who's got like these long white sleeves on his legs.
You like those legs?
I want to get some of those sleeves.
I'm sure you do. Maybe they'll be in the corner of your bedroom, wide up in a ball later. Play your cards right. Clemson looking to go up by 15 here, or 18. 54-37. This is so fucking embarrassing. It's like they're not even in the fucking game. Not even in it.
They weren't in it when they showed up, though. So.
The score was not 21-10, and I saw that. Did you see that? They fucking stepped in before he fucking shot it. They can't even let the other team miss a goddamn free throw without stepping in the fucking lane and giving them another one. He's going to hit this one. Oh, he missed it. Oh, what a fucking miracle. That white golem, whatever the fuck he is. Oh, you're talking about him. You're talking about Kelly with the white things. You like his long legs. Cernovich kicks it over.
What does he got? What's the stock?
It's like compression socks or some shit. So he's pretty good when he's... There's no foul there? There's got to be a fucking foul there. I got no chance. I mean, this is not a play. This is not a fucking play. Somebody should take that white motherfucking racist right there.
That guy right here.
That guy's a racist. You can see it all over his face. He's running up the court thinking nothing but racist thoughts the entire game. Look at Stoudemire. You see him coaching there? All he does is yell at the fucking players about his tiny white shirt and to be more like him. He sucks. There's Mayhem again.
Yeah, one of the 1-3 commercials that we get.
Yeah. What the fuck is he doing? What is this shit? Oh, he's the thing. So Mayhem is what are those things called?
It's like the parking arm or whatever.
You think they really shoved that thing up his ass and slammed him against the car, or that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Free 5. Oh, this is the Gotham Steel
Muffins.
colored cooking ware. Are you tired of silver cooking ware that doesn't look like semen? Get the colored cookware you've always dreamed of. GothamHammeredCream.com with ripples and strong titanium. I said it before, I'll say it again. Basketball, American basketball. Yeah, no, whatever. You're right. It sucks. It's just terrible. Yeah, beep, 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 beep. I'll say it before. I'll say it again. American basketball. Paul Metcalf says, look at her stroking that colored silver with 5 stars. I never thought I'd be able to cook in potware that matched my husband's semen. Look at how happy she is to cook that.
Sliding that egg all around that pan.
Turn
you on, Brad?
Sliding that egg around. You know it does. Look at you don't want to pay $5.29 at Amazon when you can call 1-800-580-3388 and get a 10-piece set of genuine infused potware.
You see what's in the you saw what was in the corner, Brad?
What was it?
You smell it in the air?
I don't.
It's that time of year.
What time of year?
Pitchers and catchers.
Oh, the Braves. Yeah.
Right.
The Braves are going to go, and that's another thing that really
win 165 games.
That's the problem with baseball is, especially if you're a Braves fan.
72 games.
You know the Braves are going to win the division. They're going to go to the playoffs, and so you just have to wait 9 months to actually give a shit about a game, and then they just lose to the Phillies.
Go watch them beat the fuck out of like everybody.
That's all they do.
For like, yeah.
Have you seen that video of the Phillies fans after they lost to the Diamondbacks they lost to?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that video? This guy, he got everybody's reaction after they got eliminated.
Oh, yes.
And it's just all these people go, fuck the Phillies. Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them. Like that was this one kid. He had to be like, he was like, "Fuck these assholes."
He was like 12
Like,
years old, dude.
yeah.
That's how I was when I was a kid.
The guy thought you were Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Boeheim in 2024. I am
What is
with
this?
First of all, you don't even know how to tell the story.
Yeah,
I'm sitting there
baby.
with my son and a couple other people, and this guy comes over and says, "Hey, great year. Well, you're doing an unbelievable job," and I'm kind of feeling good.
Right.
You know, and I don't think we were that good either. But anyway, and then he goes, "Well, good luck, Bernie." And walks away. My son still laughs about it. That was like 10. It was 8 years ago.
Is he drunk
course,
or
Buddy
is he
told
just
the
really
story
old?
to Joe Girard,
Right.
Because
who
he's talking like
had to
this.
make
My
sure he
son
let
come off and Bernie
One time,
Sanders.
this guy came up to me. He said, "Hey, actually, Bernie Sanders." Anyway, see
He's a
ya.
lot better looking, by the way.
He was just coaching last year,
Joe
wasn't he?
Girard says, so I heard you went to the restaurant where
Boeheim?
Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
he,
that's
last
exactly
year was
where
his
we
last
went.
year.
Amazing. 3-ball tournament, shot clock winding
This
down.
is the best
and
shot
Powell
you can
Hunter
get.
on
It's
that
from
play.
the logo.
Yep.
Now the feedback. Gapari's dunk is blocked, and a foul is called.
You see what I'm saying here? There's no
Tim
chance of them.
Clougherty hits PJ
There's
Hall
10
for
minutes
his
left in the game. They have
second.
37
Look at
points.
Clemson defending the rim. First off, the play by Chase Hunter was flat out amazing. What would have been an easy putback.
Why is that guy wearing
Chase Hunter
like a
coming out
long
of
sleeve shirt to
nowhere,
play basketball?
And
in?
then look at what happens after. You see once again another.
That's why I was confused
at
about the
rim by
pants
PJ
under
Hall.
the shorts. I'm like,
I'm not sure
what's
how
going on here?
PJ
Like,
Hall got the foul on
I
that
know the
play.
pants thing. You're like,
Gapari.
I mean, yeah, the compression.
get those.
I get it. Yeah.
but
Early, 9
the
points.
long sleeve shirt, I
They've
don't.
got 3 threes in the first 2 minutes. They've scored.
And it
27
looks like a
points in
cotton
the
shirt.
Clemson's
Yeah, it's not like one of those like breathable materials. This guy's wearing like a
Jackets are
fucking
2
cotton or
of
wool
15
shirt,
on the floor here in
long
the
sleeve
second
shirt to
half.
play basketball in.
Coach just mentioned the defense from Clemson has been
All
much
right,
better.
way to cut it to
Brad
16.
Brownell making adjustments at halftime, tightening things up. But also, when you look at the
fuck
personnel
you.
for Clemson,
Just missed the
Jack
free
Clark
throw.
into that starting lineup, I think, has been a huge bonus for us. WD, I asked you earlier, this is game 5 in a row that he started.
Yep.
I think
But when you
Clemson's
think
lost
about
3
what
games
he
in a row
does
by
for
1
them on
point.
the defensive end, I think that's all the help that they needed.
Hunter slashes.
But they don't have to worry about that here tonight.
Here's
So.
Hall out front. It's
Oh my
long.
God.
It hit the top of the glass. It's still
Up.
Wiggins the rebound.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Chauncey will roll into the lane and
Of
score.
course.
First
God damn
basket
it.
of the night for the sophomore from Grayson.
What they had it right there.
Is
They
that
could have
not out
got
of
that
bounds?
rebound.
I thought top of the backboard was fucking out of bounds.
That's what I thought
You
too.
can't even they can't even shoot off the top of the backboard and us get the fucking rebound. I'm about to rip this jersey in half, dude. I'll put on fucking Duke jersey, dude. I want to be a Duke fan and I want to be an Alabama fan. I don't ever want to be a Georgia Tech fan, but I can't. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just like fucking affliction. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Let's cut it to 50 or 40, 15-point game. It's just so boring when your team shoots. I bet Tech's shooting 15% right now from the field. They shot 3 of 27.
Damn it, I'm tired. I want to go home.
You think they want? You think he wants to go home?
Yeah, he was ready. He was screaming.
Now Tech shot
Get
3 of
these guys off the
27 for
floor.
threes the other day. 3 of 27. How the fuck do you shoot 3 of 27 from threes? You could blindfold yourself, spin yourself around for 15 minutes, and be disoriented and still shoot better than 3 of 27. That cuts it to 15 points. You think these referees train together? You think they get together all summer and work out, shave their heads, like look like white nationalists? Deep 3 from Clemson. No, but of course it's not going to be Georgia Tech ball. It's going to stay here at Clemson because Tech doesn't box out. Boxing out doesn't happen here in Atlanta. Has there ever been a referee with hair in the NBA? This is a man. I know they have the female referees.
No, I was gonna say, yeah.
Which I think that's really, really smart. There's a 3 from Clemson. What a fucking surprise. How many fucking second chance points? I'm going to break this screen right now. But God damn it. Why does he keep shooting? This guy's shooting 12%. He's fucking shooting the ball. Like he's not a 3-point. I'm serious. You go look at his stats. He's shooting fucking 12%, and the guy's taking like 5 threes. He hits 1 free throw. All of a sudden, he thinks he's Larry Bird. Stoudemire's like, I need a tinier shirt. Give me a tinier shirt. And he takes the only guy out. Do what?
The way he had his hands on his hips, man. That was
he's just disgusted by all his players.
Classic, man.
Clemson, little throw it out of bounds now. Man, Clemson's uniforms are ugly, I'll tell you that. There's that white racist who's got the ball in the corner, backing in Dongo. Back him in, does a spin around, pump fake, throws it up, and bricks it. And, of course, Clemson's going to – oh, no, Texas gets the rebound. Holy shit.
I thought they were about to – what is happening right now? That was the guy took like 50 steps in the lane, like bumped into every single player on Clemson, and then what happened exactly?
They called a foul because he's wearing a long sleeve cotton T-shirt to play basketball in.
By the way, like how many steps are you allowed to take now in basketball? Like 5, 10?
It depends if you're. Depends. It's got to be equity. It's DEI.
Depending on what's a step, you know.
So you know what so a lot of people ask about of course he misses a one-on-one. What the DEI shit is going to be for Go Tiger. Well, the Tigers definitely winning Roblox. There's no doubt about that. You know what the DEI equality thing going on in the NBA is? It was Matt McClung winning the NBA dunk contest. He's like a fucking minor league player. You know what I'm talking about? The NBA dunk contest was won by a D-League player again for the second year in a row, which is a little white guy. The guy's played 4 NBA games in his life, and they keep bringing him into the dunk contest because it's like a novelty to have a little white dude up there doing the dunk contest. And he jumped over Shaquille O'Neal. How many fucking people?
Oh, yes. Yes, I heard about that. I didn't know he didn't play, though.
No, he's not even in the fucking league, dude. He's in the D-League. He's terrible. He's fucking
Why are
terrible.
they even letting him do that shit?
Because it's DEI equality. That's our white guy.
Oh, my God.
Clemson by 18 now. Oh, wow. Nice. Oh, there you go. Little mid. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow. The putback.
With the cotton shirt on. And the
compression worked. His arms are feeling less sore.
Hell yeah. Just 16-point deficit here. Clemson better call a timeout to stop this 2-0 run the Jackets got going on. You see the fans are getting fired up over there. Standing around doing math calculations in their head. Engineers and nerds in the crowd. Clemson swings it over, kicks it to deep 3, and he hits it. So that's a big fucking shock. 20-point or 19-point game. Look at that guy.
Might as well be 20 points.
Hat on. Why am I at this game? Is that what the guy's doing? Look at that.
These guys.
Nobody there. There's nobody there. There's 2 seconds left on the shot clock. And there's a guy wide open behind the 3-point line. He's just wide the fuck open. The Clemson has like 15 fucking threes in this game. You know, earlier this year,
all they do is just stand around.
What is that commercial? Yeah. Did you see that?
With their hands on their hips like Stoudemire.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what he coaches them into doing. What do you think of this chick, the AT&T chick? I wish they wouldn't cover her breast up so much in these AT&T commercials.
Oh, you know personally. About that?
Do I know about that?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you must know about that, dude.
A man of culture, I see.
Yep. They want the focus to be the phone, I guess.
Yeah. For the best.
What is this, an Applebee's commercial? Yeah.
2 for $25? Whoa.
You know, the Applebee's in Snellville used to have my brother's picture on the wall.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. For years they did. Because they would put local celebrities, and he was considered that because he was the first. I think he was the first baseball player that was be drafted or to go play Division I out of our town. So they put his little headshot from his baseball thing, and I used to always just sit there and just make fun of him when he was there. Then they finally took it down. Thank God. Now they have AOC probably up over there.
AOC.
Pelosi. So are you a fan? So you're obviously Roblox is a Clemson fan. Did you guys beat Florida State the first time, or did you guys lose to them? I know that game where Tech played Clemson the first time. I didn't watch it. I watched the replay of it. I'm so glad I didn't watch it. It was so stressful. So you guys beat Florida State. The Tech beating Clemson at Clemson was like the luckiest game I've ever seen in my life. Like Clemson should have totally won the game, but Tech came back and won in overtime somehow because the point guard played good. Did you watch that game? Roblox totally. Here's another one of these. Yeah, you're right. What is this thing? You just push that button and you don't even. You can sleep. You just fall asleep and it exercises your legs for you.
It exercises you.
Yeah, you'll wake up in the middle of the night just getting your whole body pulled around like fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, Clemson lost to Duke by a point. Yeah, you guys have lost like 3 in a row by 1 point, right? Well, it's not going to happen tonight, Roblox. You guys are definitely not going to lose this one by a point.
Just always remember, Brad.
What does it say? I can't tell what it says.
Damn it. It's backwards.
Here, let me make it bigger. Put it up there again. Do you have a black cat on that photo behind you? You miss 100% of the games the shots you don't take. Yeah, well, Tech misses 100% of the ones they do take, Ridgeway. So here comes Kelly. We have the long pants and the long sleeves both on the floor at the same time. Kicks it over to, I don't know who the hell this guy is. He points at something, gives it over to Kelly and a handoff. And Dongo in the jumper. Oh, and Tech cuts it down to 17.
Wow.
It's a 17-point game, and Clemson better call a timeout to stop this 2-0 run. Here comes the Tigers. Must be nice being able to go down the court against Georgia Tech and know that you can just take like 3 shots and you're going to get 3 straight offensive rebounds. Big white boy goes to the middle, kicks out for 3, and
he makes it.
And he makes it, of course. So that's like the 403 Clemson's made, and it's a 20-point game now. And the stream just stopped. The stream just stopped. Thank God. Let's refresh it. Maybe he's trying to help us here. It felt my pain.
Yeah, it's like that's enough, dude.
No, I know we're delayed. Yeah, I know we're delayed a little bit. So Clemson with a rebound. Here they come. I just hit a 3. Just put us out of our fucking misery. Just hit it. Shoot it. Just fucking shoot it. Shoot it. Shoot. Oh, God.
Well, he's just trying to take as much time off the clock as he can, which
I don't know why long sleeves here is still in the game. Here comes white boy for Tech.
I don't know why any of them are still on the court.
And Georgia Tech has I think that guy's like a walk-on or something. Or he looks like a. Oh no, he's a transfer.
The white guy. They were like, wait a minute.
And a fan scores for Georgia Tech. They brought in a fan. And an electrical engineering major for the Jackets gets a bucket. Tech down by 18, 6 minutes to play. Clemson shaking in their boots here. Step back 3 after the cut. Oh, and Clemson gets lucky again. They get the tiniest white guy you've ever seen. Drills another 3. Tech down by 21. Clemson clinging to this lead here. Kelly swings it over. Crossover. Passes it over to Dongo. Dongo does a crossover. Or no, that's there's a foul. And he's just ejected, number 5. You know, I'm surprised they didn't tee him up right there, Ridgeway, the way he disrespected the referee on that. I guess Damon Stoudemire, when asked about pump fakes, said, we don't practice against pump fakes. Just like we don't play defense and we don't run plays.
Yeah.
Here
I said we
comes,
don't practice.
here comes Dongo to the
Period.
line. Dongo dribbles it, puts it up. Oh, and he hits it, and he cuts the game to 20 points on the first free throw. Clemson better call a timeout to stop this 1-0 run the Jackets have gone on. The Tigers clinging to a 68-48 lead with 5:41 to go. Clemson better do something here. They're going to let this one slip away in front of this half-filled crowd at what was it, at McCamish Pavilion here in Atlanta. Oh, and he cuts it to 19. Here we go. Georgia Tech's got the full court press on. Long pants guards the Clemson point guard, Kelly. Clemson passes it over to a guy who looks like he should be in the Army. Gives it back to the point guard. Here comes Kelly. Looks like they're running the four corners. They're going to drain as much time out of this clock as possible. He passes it into the lane, kicks it out for three. Back into the lane. And easy bucket. How about some goddamn defense?
They don't know how to play it, man. They don't know how to play.
It's just so easy for Clemson to score every fucking time. What the fuck?
Oh, man.
Oh, and he just threw it against the back of the backboard? Is that what he just did? How do you even do that? He just drove in and was that what happened, or did it get blocked? I mean, it looked like he drove in too far and jumped up and tried to pass it and slammed his hand against the back of the fucking backboard.
Oh my God. They're so terrible.
How does that? I mean, that's impressive. He should get points for even doing that.
But hey, man, they can run really fast and jump really high. That's
yeah, I should get into some
that going for them. They're super athletic, man.
Yeah, no, all of our guys can jump high enough to slam the ball into the back of the backboard in the middle of the play. Another fucking three. Fucking god damn it.
She's sad. She looks upset. She's like,
she feels sorry for
she feels sorry for her. Yeah.
This is it's like, I mean, this should be some sort of crime. What's going on here? Clemson clings to a 24-point lead with 4:12 to go, and the Jackets are just heating up. Look at Schiffer.
He's thinking about what he's going to heat up for dinner tonight.
Yeah, that guy's thinking about dinner after. That guy's going to eat. Word is number 4 is going to have 2 buckets of mashed potatoes, a T-bone steak, and 3 milkshakes after the game, after scoring 25 points. And Georgia Tech, it's a free throw, cuts it to 23, just gets it to roll in. And the Clemson fans are shaking in their boots, watching in the stadium, watching home. You can see the Jackets filled up half the stadium tonight. The fans did. An enthusiastic, half-filled McCamish Pavilion. Ball up and in, and Clemson better call a timeout. Jackets on a 2-0 run. 73-51, 4:12 to go. And they got number 10 with the high pants in there. You can see his thighs. His balls are hanging out the left side of his pants. You can see his dick flopping around. And number 4 is going to go over there and have a sandwich on the sideline. A 12-inch. And then can he get it out? Tech's got the full court press on.
So now they're going to a full court
they're going to press because they're going to
4
turn
minutes
around.
left.
They're going to score 24 points in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
With the press. And that press hasn't caused one fucking turnover yet. It hasn't even challenged them. It hasn't been a 10-court violation. And another, he just like not. This is so. It's like Tech should not even be out there on defense. They should all just stay on the other fucking side. Oh my god! 75.
Look at these other
51.
guys just like barely even moving. It's like they don't.
And Georgia Tech hands the ball off to Clemson in a strategic move that Clemson wasn't expecting. I imagine they got a play up their sleeve here after just giving them the ball back. 75-51, 3:19 left. Clemson better get a bucket here if they want to secure this victory. Jackets.
They're hoping that
tenacious
Clemson
defense tonight.
Yeah.
He drives in. Oh, and one. And half of the student section here in Atlanta just blew their brains out as this game gets worse with every passing fucking second. Timeout on the floor. Georgia Tech giving Clemson all they can handle today, trailing by a slim 25-point margin as we head into the final stretch. And they keep cutting to this person's mother, who also looks like she could eat a healthy meal. Now we go to now here we have what appears to be a car commercial here. We have a diverse cast with a black lead and a white lead together. The black man playing the fool. Yeah, you see his wife and the white man playing the fool, and the black spokesperson hands the white man a teddy bear, and white man goes inside with his wife. Not sure what the commercial's for. I don't know if it's a teddy. Oh, it's an auto owner's commercial. Thought maybe it was a teddy bear commercial. And now we have the tag at the end of the commercial. Let's go to Bojangles for the next commercial.
Oh, I know her.
You know her?
Mm-hmm.
Was this filmed in Atlanta?
Mm-hmm. Her name's Holly.
Oh, damn, dude. Maybe you should call her right now. Tell her you saw her Fish Bojangles commercial.
She's married.
Maybe she's watching this right now, dude, going, I know him. I know Justin. Was she with our former agency? Is this a commercial for women's basketball?
No, I don't think she's with them. I don't know who she's with.
Food Lion.
It's more like yellow puke.
Food Lion. Here's a so this commercial right here, which is the commercial with Zach, what's that guy's name? The guy who did Punked.
Oh yeah, him and her.
Kristen Bell. Yeah.
It
shows them like sitting there talking about selling their 9 cars. Like that's a real relatable commercial. I just sold all 9 of our cars. Coming in April, cars, the Masters. I bet you're really excited about the women's NCAA tournament.
Can't wait.
They said that one chick who broke the record. You know what I'm talking about? Caitlin Clark, yeah. And she hit that 3 from deep, which, I think most people know the women's basketball is a lot smaller. So let's be clear here. Not to say that Caitlin Clark's not a good basketball player. Don't get me wrong. I'd fucking score 35 and 15 in women's college basketball. And we're going to do it. We're going to join maybe Connecticut or something. We'll play for a top program. We'll have a full scholarship. But
Connecticut sounds nice.
They were saying that she makes more money through the NIL than like a certain small number of NBA players. Of course, it's going to be like the 10-day contract people.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being those NBA guys who you're like, God, they're like, I could be making more money as a women's college basketball player than being in the NBA. I can't believe they have that racist guy, Scheffenheisen, the guy, the great grandson of Hitler playing for Clemson here. I bet Tech. So Clemson has a guy with 18 points and a guy with 19 points. I bet Tech doesn't have anybody in double figures. Tech's got a guy with like 9 points and a guy with 7 points. Clemson going to the line.
They're not even going to put their stats up on the board.
So we got Roblox predicting the final outcome here, 85-66. Could be better. Actually, that would be that. I mean, Tech would have to play better. I guess Clemson. Oh, Clemson misses a free throw. Clemson put all their walk-ons in. Tech. So Tech gives it to their white. The guy they brought in from the student section with a bowl cut. And Tech picks up his dribble. The player who picks their dribble up at half court with nobody guarding them, like that guy just did. Cernovich with a little turnaround. That's the best shot they can get is a turnaround fadeaway from a guy who's 5'11". Oh my God. I was about to break this fucking screen if that 3-pointer went in. Here comes Cernovich. Cernovich, something like Cernovit, I think is his name. He's going to pull it for 3 and he's going to hit it. Holy cow. 3-0 run for the Jackets, 77-54. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. Clemson clinging on for dear life. They're going to call a timeout. And they're going to go talk this over and trying not to let this game slip away as Georgia Tech has come roaring back, scoring 3 straight points. As you see, Georgia Tech's coach is oohing and awing and telling his players.
He
looks like an asshole.
Someone who's not even supposed to be on the court right now.
He's over
he
there,
looks like so disheveled and
every
just
time, dude. Is that look at that guy playing the drums? You see that? Tech's got an actual little person that plays drums at their games. They should put him in the game. They should let him play basketball. It wouldn't be any different. Let the midget play basketball and put the tall guy with the long sleeve shirt on. Let him play the drums. The drums has a better future career opportunity. Because let's face it, none of these guys are going to be making. They might make 10-day contract money one day. They might make women's college basketball money one day. There's Brad Browning.
They do study stuff at these universities too.
You think these guys are going to that? My brother went to Tech when Kenny Anderson went to Tech, the best point guard at Georgia Tech all time. When they went to the Final Four in 1990, Kenny Anderson, my brother told me, slept in class every day. Came in late. Kenny Anderson was a bad motherfucker on the court, not in the math, not in the calculus room. And there's another. Is there any defense? I mean, what are they shooting? 75%? I mean, what the fuck? It's like there's no resistance whatsoever. I mean, it's so fucking embarrassing. I mean, what was that?
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of loose liberal foul calls now in basketball, which has also shaped the game. So
you think the progressives have taken over the referee industry in there? Yeah. George Soros has invested a lot of money in having a liberal referee call fouls.
Listen, no hitting another person.
Look at that, Duke
in trouble.
Duke leading Miami 73-47 as the Yellow Jackets hit a free throw. So Tech is on a 4-3 run here against the Tigers. Trailing 24 points, 79-55, a minute 37 to go, trying to crawl their way back into this game. If they could just hit 7 or 8 more threes without Clemson scoring, they'll be right back in this thing. Here comes the Tigers, wide open 3. And he misses it. Oh, but of course, Clemson gets the offensive rebound because why not? Clemson's going to hold the ball at top almost as an act of mercy. And the Tech cheerleaders over there are continuing to cheer, even though the pain hurts inside. And Clemson gets it down low. And another easy bucket. I'll tell you what, nobody gives up easy buckets better than the Jackets in college basketball right now. They are the premium team when it comes to giving up uncontested buckets. Here comes Cernovich, dribbles around Talk. They're going to need a 3 to get back in this game with 52 seconds left. Tech trailing just 81-55. Cernovich crosses it over and then forces up a shot inside. There was 4 guys there, and he forced up a bad shot, and it clanked off the backboard, didn't hit the rim, but it goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay here with Georgia Tech. A huge play for the Jackets. Clemson's got to be kicking themselves for not securing that board, as they might have had a chance to lock the game down, but now it is still in limbo. The Clemson staff no longer even paying attention to the game. Did you see that? Clemson's coaches aren't even paying attention to the game anymore because they're winning so bad. I wish they would just get up and go in the locker room.
I was about to ask. I mean, should they even
let's see what these
finish out these last 45 seconds?
You watch them play, you can tell that. And Clemson, I think Duke's coming on. We know North Carolina's going to be good in the tournament. We're going to have some hard, tough teams to go to the NCAA tournament.
Yep.
I can't imagine watching this game, dude.
Very interesting.
Can you imagine
tournament time when you've got so
listening to these guys
going down the stretch,
drone on, watching this fucking game right now?
Missed the layup.
Jesus Christ!
And with 18 seconds left, Georgia Tech, who's going to be at Miami on Saturday. There's a 3 from Murphy. And Lida tried to keep it alive and did enough for Dylan Hunter to get it and dribble it out. Brad Brownell is going to go to 21-9 as the Tigers head coach against Georgia Tech and his team. A 24-point victory here tonight.
Strong performance by the Tigers on the road, avenging a loss earlier to Georgia Tech in double overtime at home.
Great job.
Just a really well-balanced team, defense and offense.
They were literally never in that game. They were never in that fucking game.
God.
I'm going to show you Ridgeway.
57 the final for Corey Alexander.
How not in that
Jim
game.
Boeheim, West Durham with thanks to our producer, Alex Farmartino.
Who was that woman they kept showing? Why do they keep showing that woman? Like,
coming up on Nothing But Net, both Duke and Clemson.
So, like, is that somebody's mother? And if it is, why aren't they showing the other players' mothers? It's bullshit. Why does that mom get all the attention? I'm going to show you how quickly Tech was losing this game because the game was over before we even got the stream up and going. I just really wish that they would just eliminate all athletics program. I wish they'd get rid of the whole fucking school, to be honest with you. That's what
Tech, yeah. What does GG mean? Get good?
GG? I don't know. Was that on the commercial? What do these guys have to say?
Studio, we got my sharpshooter and former national champ, Luke Hancock, right with me.
Luke
Before we dive
Hancock.
into the games, we got to show you this cute moment that happened earlier in the week, and it was certainly special.
Cute moment.
Ooh, there was a corgi race at halftime at NC State. Pure chaos. But look at this. This is adorable, Luke. I know you have a pit bull yourself. Like, look at that. How can you not love it? And it was so inspirational. It's our ACC network associate producer.
It was.
Why was it inspirational?
So inspirational. So inspirational.
Rumor has it.
Are you joking?
Crazy fadeaway jump shot. The comp probably not be
Penny
Airbus, but
Barkaway.
Penny Hardaway. But Penny Barkaway.
Penny
Cute dog.
Barkaway.
You can follow her, Penny. The
Look at that's a cute dog.
Yeah.
You know,
That's true.
but they also, it's not a good idea to have a bunch of dogs running around on a court that you don't know if they're going to start fighting with each other. You know, like female dogs especially. Sometimes, I mean, not all the time, but some female dogs, and I've seen it, they just can't be around each other, and they'll fight to the death. And you got these dogs out here. So yeah, here's the beginning of the game right here.
PJ Hall.
Look,
as my man Joe Barry says,
Tech was down 19-9. They were never in the
a lot of guys
game.
that can shoot the rock. Love the assist numbers for Clemson today. 21-6 in terms of assists.
That is
Tech
their
had
most
6
in a
assists.
conference game this season. They were moving, and then look at this nice feed
you
inside.
only have
Six.
Luke, he has to be most improved player of the year for the ACC.
That is so. That's
One for each player.
Yeah, there were a couple of guys that were in contention, but he
One and the guy on the bench.
So that's what I'm saying about they play YMCA ball. And 6 assists is a stat that tells you that. It's a bunch of one-on-one, not moving the ball around. That's why and they're going to show that person's mom too. 6 assists.
14 made three-point shots for Clemson.
I mean, I wish people. So what they'll say is they'll go, "Well, Tech's got a young team. They've got some good wins this year, and they're just trying to get it back together." Blah 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 blah. You know, what they should be saying is these motherfuckers suck dick. That's what they should be saying. They just gobble the dick.
obviously shooting the basketball from
I
the
blame the
perimeter
coach,
takes them
though. I
to
don't
another
blame
level.
the
But guys like Chef
I
and
mean,
PJ,
it's
when they hold
very
it down inside the
undisciplined
way they
play.
did,
But I mean, what's new, man? Like,
beat Hank.
I don't know. College ball can be pretty ugly sometimes. Let's
The
be honest.
NBA is so bad. I mean, I can't stand.
I mean,
watching
it's
NBA.
all bad. Like NBA, they don't play any defense. College basketball, it's like fundamentals. What are those?
It's what?
They don't play like they
Corgis
don't play
are
sound.
cute. Yeah. No, they don't play sound. But so Duke used to play sound with Krzyzewski, and they had these. And same with basketball players though. Never know if that's true. Just like having a bunch of dogs on the court at the same time, you have a bunch of basketball players on the same time. They might start fighting, or if you're Georgia Tech, they might penetrate to the hole, drive in strong, and then jump up on the other side of the backboard and slam the ball on the other side of the backboard like they did. I've never seen that before in my life. I did that on NBA 2K24 the other day. I shot the ball against the backside of the backboard, and I thought to myself, that could never happen in real life. And then I just witnessed it here with Georgia Tech. This guy's going to be like, I can't really get credit. We played this.
Friends here watching, so I'm glad I could put on the show for them.
Oh, that must be the
Chase,
mom.
a really good performance. It looks to me, watching your team, you're still solid defensively, but offensively, you've got a lot of weapons. 5 guys can shoot the 3, and you got guys coming off the bench. This might be the best offensive Clemson team that I've seen in quite a while.
For sure. Yeah, I think so too. You know, we got a lot of guys, like you said, like a space the floor. And we got guys coming off the bench that can make plays, you know, pick it up on defense if we're slacking. So, you know, we got an all-around team, you know, guys that can make a lot of plays, make a lot of shots. And then on defensive end, you know, when we do what we're supposed to do, you know, it's games like this.
One of the leaders of this team, as you see how you guys share the basketball, not only were you making shots, but you were also dropping.
Did you see how wide open he is?
To help you when you've got guys like DJ Hall and Ian Stepler now stepping out, knocking down 3 balls.
I don't know why you keep doing this to yourself, Brad.
When,
I can't help it. It's like, what's it called, sadism?
Like I said, we got a great team, man.
A
lot of guys that can make plays, make big shots and big moments. And, yeah, man, I'm gonna keep doing my thing, facilitating and, you know, making plays when we need to be.
And not only making plays and facilitating, also being a big brother. Why'd you make Dylan cut his hair?
Hey, man, if you're a Clemson fan or you watch us, you've seen how much hair he had.
Nobody
need to clean it up a little bit. And yeah,
what else are they gonna talk about? Georgia Tech? They got to talk about people's hair.
We got your mom some exclusive shots tonight on some of the reactions from your play. So
that sounded a little sexual, didn't it? We got your mom some exclusive.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see that.
All right, congratulations! Terrific win tonight for you guys.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's Chase Hunter.
Nice win there for Clemson.
That guy just said, we focused on your mom all night with the camera. We got some great shots
this season. Nice knockdown shot there from Kerry Boop. Irish on a 12.
All right, fuck all that. So Jim Bo, whatever the fuck his name is, he's how old is he? So I'm trying to figure out.
70s.
He's 79 years old, so maybe he's just old because he seemed like he was drunk to me. And let's look at some stats here. I like to look at the stats because the stats are always so embarrassing at the end of the game. It's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's get these stats up there. It's 81-57. Georgia Tech falls to 11-16 on the season, 4-12. I think they're in second to last place. Yeah, second to last place. Oh shit, sorry. Get that back up there. And we got, so Clemson shot 53% from the field. Wow, Georgia Tech shot, and this is real, so I'm going to make sure you see this. This is a real number. 16 for 53. 16 for 53. 30% from the field. Not going to win many games shooting 16 for 53. Let's look at the three-point line here. Clemson, 14 of 29 from behind the arc, 48% from the three. While Georgia Tech, and again, this is a real number, 6 of 21 at 28% from three. Tech's points all came from the free throw line. They were 19 for 21. Thank God they had a free throw line. This would have been just a complete, destruction had they not had 19 free throws. Tech even had 10 offensive rebounds, and they couldn't do shit. So look at that. There's the assist number right there, 21-6. And anybody who plays basketball or played basketball understands how awful that is. I mean, that's one of the worst statistics I've ever seen right there. Is how do you have 6 assists? I don't even understand that. It's like you're just not passing the ball at all. It's just
that's what I'm saying. They like the way they pass the ball is like so clunky. Like there was no and that's because there was no purpose to it. Because they were just passing I guess this guy's
supposed to pass
kind of open.
So they pass it. It's just I wonder if
there's ever. I will say though, assists in basketball have always been like a suspect sort of like stat to me. Just
really see. I think assists. If you don't have a bunch of assists in a game, then you're. If you have a number like that, there's no way you're winning a game.
no, yeah, you're right. I think like I guess I mean from an individual standpoint.
Yeah.
Now from a team standpoint,
You mean like Trae Young
assists are
padding the
great.
stats with assist?
I think Trae Young with like 10, 11 plus assists a night. It's like, okay, great. But like, yeah, you're the one holding on to the ball. You're the one passing the ball. So what are the odds somebody's going to make a shot after you pass it to them? Like that's what
Right.
we're really talking about here.
So like in the NBA, it is when they shoot so well. So I just looked up has a team with the lowest number of assists. Well, the lowest number of assists in the NBA is 4 teams are tied with the fewest assists in a game. With three assists. And the last time it happened was 1976. Now for college, we have somebody asked, has a team ever had 0 assists in a game? And apparently Louisville apparently had 1 assist in a game like 10 years ago. Oh man, that's great. It's almost as bad as Tech. I wish it would have been Tech. I wish Tech would have 0 assists. If you're gonna be bad, like go all the way. Don't try to be a little good. Just be really fucking bad and be the best at being bad. Turnovers, see, and that's it. Like the turnovers, they had 9, but it wasn't too bad. And so it's like you see some of these stats, and it's just like it's just coaching. Like this shit is coaching to me because these players aren't bad. Clemson's largest lead was 26. Tech's was 3, which I'm going to guess was probably like 5-2, if I had to guess, or 3-0. Yeah, I should stop watching the game after they take like a 3-2 lead. I should just end it there. And you look at the.
I mean, it's just bad basketball, man. It's like not even like.
Yeah. You see on screen there? Is that on there? This is what I thought. Tech's lead was 3-0. That's it.
Yeah.
They got 3-0. Fuck you, Tay. I fucking hate this fucking shit. All right. Well, what do you think, Ridgeway? What was your thought? You think Tech's going to make the tournament this year?
Well, no. I thought that was maybe their chance. I'm going to be honest, this is the first time I've watched them this season, so not a big college basketball guy, more of an NBA guy.
Really? Who do you like the most? Are you big? You suck LeBron's dick?
LeBron? Oh my God, no.
Why?
Definitely.
You
a
who do you like?
Wiener sucker. No. A player?
Well, you're talking about NBA and wiener suckers. I'm just trying to see whose wieners you like.
No, that's what you said.
I think you're projecting.
I'm just
I think that came from your brain.
No, I think I'm just yes-saying.
I never said wiener sucker. Wiener sucker came out of your head and mouth because you were thinking about which NBA player is your favorite. So you were cycling through your brain wiener sucker.
No, because you just said
which wiener sucker you'd like to. Now you're doing the white nationalist symbol over there with your hands.
I thought this was the white nationalist.
Which NBA wiener are you trying to get on?
First of all, you said you're sucking on LeBron's wiener. That's what you just said,
I never
right?
said wiener. I don't use that word.
Oh, you said dick. Okay.
Right. So the wiener came from your mouth.
I like the soft.
It went in your mouth and it came out of your mouth.
See, I like a laid back, soft approach. Plus, I like
you like a limp dick from the NBA is what you're saying.
Yeah. No, I mean, what do you mean a play? Why would I say what I like an individual NBA player?
Yeah,
who likes
NBA player?
What NBA player do you like?
Yeah, who's got the best?
I like the Hawks.
I like that team. Is that your favorite team?
That's
the Hawks are also really bad.
What are we playing coy right here, Brad? Is this what we're doing right now?
What's coy?
So nobody knows coy. What's that mean? Rhymes with toy.
Oh, I don't want to get into your weird NBA wiener terms, dude.
Weird NBA. Somebody in the chat tell Brad what coy means.
No, I know what coy means. I like the Hawks too.
Yeah, right, dude.
I hate them too.
Yeah, right, dude.
I can't. I hate all of it. If I could turn the sports switch off in my brain, I would. Believe me.
I mean, what other teams are? What other basketball teams are there? UGA.
No, they're not very good. They're not very good either. They beat Tech, but they're not very good. Did you watch any of the NBA playoff weekend?
That stuff's so horrible.
Did you see the 3-point
worse and worse over the
So
years.
they had the 3-point. Trey, I think, finished second. Trey Young in the 3-point contest, but they also had a 3-point competition. Did you see this?
No. Oh, I heard he did bad.
No, Trey wasn't in the 3-point competition. I'm talking about there's a 3-point contest. Trey finished second.
Oh,
There's also a 3-point competition, which was different. Did you see any of that?
Wait, hold on.
I know it's confusing. It's very confusing. I'm going to show you what it is. No, I didn't know it. Yeah, it was called there's a 3-point contest, and then there was the 3-point competition. Because now what we're doing at the NBA All-Star Weekend is
with weird games to play.
We're trying to make the WNBA relevant. So it was a 3-point competition between the NBA and the WNBA. And Steph Curry edges out. You see that belt? They gave him a heavyweight belt. Like he just fucking beat the shit out of her with his fist, that belt. So he beats this Caucasian woman, Stephon Curry does. Which I don't know that this is the image the NBA really wants to be projecting as a black man beating the shit out of a white woman. I don't think that's what they really want to be getting off with their branding, but here we have it. Well, why would you even do? It's not even fair. This girl is probably a great 3-point shooter. She's probably true. I mean, she's probably awesome, but she's not. Steph Curry literally was making 3-pointers from the tunnel on the other side of the court the other day.
Yeah.
So this is what trans in the NBA is. This is what being a dude so it's just they're giving us an example of what it would be. Can you imagine how many points Steph Curry would score in the WNBA?
1 million.
He scored 1 million points a game.
Easy.
Yeah.
Every night.
And LeBron. I mean, LeBron would score like 50. He wouldn't get 1 million.
No.
He's too controlled by China. Have you seen his son play, LeBron?
No. College ball?
USC. He plays for USC.
Yeah.
The one who had a heart attack.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No, I mean, I heard about it, but
his son, he was on USC and he had a heart attack and he was out for like a while. I mean, he's okay. He's playing now. Of course, people ask if he's been vaccinated. I don't know if he has been or not. I don't know what the deal is, but he's okay now. And he's like, I think he averaged like 7 points a game. Which makes me think of Jordan's kids. Can you imagine being Jordan's kid? Your dad is the best NBA player of all time, and you're Jordan's kid.
You always have to kind of do something else. If you
right, yeah, it's like unless you can beat him, and Jordan's so competitive that his kids could probably never beat him because he probably just fucking beat them down when he played them, right? He didn't let them win. Jordan's not letting anybody win when they're kids. If you're 7 and you're playing your dad, Jordan, you're losing 50-0.
Easy.
But Jordan's kid, a lot of people don't know this. At least they did defeat Scottie Pippen because Jordan's 32-year-old son is now engaged to Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. Did you know that? Pippen can't win against the Jordan family.
I didn't know that. I thought
look at this shit, dude. Michael Jordan's son is banging Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, and he's engaged to her.
I thought it was Scottie Pippen's daughter, man. That's so wrong.
It's not even his daughter. It's his ex-wife. So, the wedding is going to have you're going to have the Jordan family, and you're going to have Scottie Pippen's children. But I'm guessing you're going to have no Scottie Pippen at the wedding, right? Scottie Pippen just wishes he was drafted another number in the draft because he thinks he could have won championships on his own. Jordan Pippen. Jordan's, I'll just show you, son. Pippen's. Because she's older than him. Yeah, she's older than him.
Well, yeah.
I mean, not Pippen. She's older than Jordan's son.
Right. Yeah.
She was probably at games when he was like a 4-year-old, dude.
Jesus, what are we doing here, man?
Look at this shit, dude. Larsa Pippen dating history from Scottie Pippen to Marcus Jordan. She's pretty hot if that's her.
Wow. Yeah, that's her with like tons of Photoshop,
filters on,
makeup, and yeah.
I mean, she's not just dating him; she's engaged to him. This article is not up to date. Larsa filed for divorce from Scottie for a second time in 2018, and it was finalized in 2021. In the years since their split, she's been linked to a few different men, many of whom are also basketball players. So she divorces Scottie, and then just starts dating all his colleagues, which was already a knife in the gut. You know, he's already like, "Oh, you dating my former, my players, my teammate," and then just to add insult to injury, she's like, "Yeah, and now I'm dating Michael Jordan's son." That's revenge right there. She recently opened up about the difficulties of dating because she's a reality star. They were married for 20 years. She says, "I feel like I'm kind of mentally in a place of like, I was married to a really famous guy that was really cute, that had a good body, that was really successful, that gave me 4 gorgeous kids." That's a weird way to say that. So where the hell are you going to find a guy that can like fill in? It doesn't have to be all of those, but like a few of these. So Scottie's an athletic guy, and so she's like, "I can't go down, so I got to just date NBA players." She continued, "It's kind of hard. I thought it was going to be easier, to be honest with you. Once I started dating, I'm like, I'm going to have to come to the realization that I'm not going to get it all." Oh, so she's realizing she missed Scottie, I guess. I had a great run. I had a great relationship. I was married for 23 years. It goes on to say that. So they married in 97 when he was 32, and he was at the height of his basketball career. That's a shock. He had just won his 5th NBA title, and she was probably already eyeing Jordan's son. He was like 9 at the time. Filed for divorce, reconciled. Who else did she date? Is what I want to know. She an attorney. Now that I'm single, I feel like I look better. This is after they got divorced. I feel like I look better than ever. My vibe is very Miami. If a chick tells you her vibe is Miami,
oh god,
yeah, I don't know if she's looking to get married. Yeah. It's sexy, it's fun, and I feel really independent. And for me, independence was really important, but it's not the same as being in the home without Scottie. So yeah, of course. So she missed old Scottie. And this is Jordan's son, that picture. She continued, "We built this house like we built it for our kids. It's like the best location. I have a private beach, but I feel like it's because she got the house in the divorce. But I feel like it's a new chapter, a new day, and we need to sell it." So she wants to sell it, and we go to the future. And here is, I guess, Jordan's son is, what is he, Crocodile Dundee here? Is that what he's doing now with that outfit?
Man.
I was at a point in my life when I was really sad. I was dealing with, do I move on? Do I not? Are my kids going to be okay? It was a lot of guilt, and I felt like he was a guy that was there to see me go through it, and he was a guy I could talk to when I was kind of like dealing with things. So I guess she's talking about how she met Jordan's son. He was there for me. He just gave me confidence when I was in a dark place. Did I want to spend the rest of my life with him? I don't think. Oh, maybe. No, she's talking about Scottie still, I guess. I don't know. It's just confusing. Maybe I skipped over a paragraph or something. Around the time of the separation, she briefly dated the rapper Future. Are you familiar with that, Future?
No, I don't know.
So Future he was there for her emotionally, it sounds like. The rapper Future. She was banging him is what it was. And it was, so they separated. Then she dated Tristan Thompson, the guy who played for the Cavs. Do you remember him? He sucks.
I do. Yep.
Yeah. And she dated Malik Beasley. She dated Marcus Jordan, who looks like he looks like a painter is what he looks like to me. Doesn't he?
A painter?
He looks like he just spent like 12
like a Renaissance
hours.
painter or something?
Like, no, like he's been working on a canvas. He's exhausted. He's an artist. And it looks like she's in a brawl in this outfit here, and they've decided to wait, what? So Loris and Marcus Jordan, son of Michael Jordan, they've been dating since 2022. However, they split briefly in February 2024, going so far as to unfollowing each other on Instagram. So they were I am not up to date on this. They were engaged back then. They have since separated and unfollowed each other, which is the ultimate thing to do. They decided to take some time apart to reevaluate their relationship. This has nothing to do with any family input, but okay, but solely for their personal growth. Okay. And the reality star made a statement with her outfit wearing a white dress and a massive diamond ring on that finger. And the two had lunch initially in September of 2022. So it's a very quick relationship. This is all very... I'm done with that shit. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You think they get married? Would it not be the ultimate get back if Jordan's son...
If I never ever thought about it again,
you'd be okay?
It'd be...
But like, what if you think back years from now on the greatest basketball dynasty ever of Michael Jordan and Pippen, which when I was a kid, I was like, that was the team. And like, when you think about that, you think about how, those two won 6 championships together, however many it was. And then they went on, even after they played together, Michael Jordan's son went on to have Scottie Pippen's wife's baby. That's how close those two players were.
Yes.
Michael Jordan's grandbaby
is what's happened, man.
Michael Jordan's grandbaby is Scottie Pippen's children's step brother or sister. Is how deep that legacy is tied.
You know what that is, man? That's when you're a kid and you go to Disney World and it's great, and then you go when you
realize all the
40 and you're like,
shit. You go to the wrong room and Goofy's fucking Minnie.
Yeah. That's exactly what that is.
All right. Well, and what? And that's when Disney World changed for her. Space Mountain wasn't what you thought it was.
Hey,
it was Fuck
don't
Mountain.
you be mad because they tore old Space Mountain down.
They tore old racist Space Mountain down. I always felt like a Klan member. Like every time
longest line.
Like I've always thought that even when I was a kid, I was like, I feel weird riding Space Mountain without a Klan hat on. Like they should just give people Klan hoods to ride because it's so racist.
Oh yeah.
What was? Oh, so you know about Dwight Howard, right? You know Dwight Howard, like his whole thing where he's gay. He's gay now, basically.
Is he?
Yeah. Did you not see that? This came out a few weeks ago or a few months ago. No. I covered the story. Now, Dwight Howard sent all these text messages. I can't believe you didn't see this, dude. He sent all the... So Dwight Howard, and he kind of like... Because the story was like the tragedy, and because he was accused of sexual harassment by a guy. And the stories were the tragedy of the Dwight Howard story is that the first NBA player to kind of soft come out of the closet is not being celebrated because it came out in the terms of these accusations. And
right.
It showed. So Dwight Howard like met this guy on one of these apps and he was texting him. And this is the shit that came out. And here are the text messages. A lot of people thought Dwight Howard, like for a long time when he was in Atlanta, there was a lot of rumors that he was hooking up with transsexuals. And Dwight Howard also has like 9 kids from like 8 different women. So I think he just kind of fucks anything. But there he is right there looking very trans. And read the text messages that NBA star Dwight Howard allegedly sent to his gay boyfriend. Let's see if we can find them. All right, so here are the text messages. I can't believe you didn't know about this, Ridgeway. All right, so sup, sexy Nunya. Which one is Dwight? Hold on a second. I'm not sure which one is Dwight. I think that this. Okay, so it looks like the one on the left. Is that? Yeah, I think Dwight is the one that says "Sup, sexy." I think. Yeah, Nunya. I'm just starting my day off, about to shower, and then a bunch of eyeballs. I gotcha. What do you have planned for today? And then you in Atlanta? Okay, so Dwight Howard's on the left, and he says, we play today. And then the other guy says, yeah, I stay in Atlanta. I've been doing some modeling here in Chicago, so doing a little bit of modeling. And word, that's what's up. Good luck, sexy. And he says Atlanta and Philly. And then you go on, and the other guy must have sent a dick pic is what I'm guessing, because Dwight says, damn. Yeah, there's definitely some dick pics being exchanged here. And Dwight says, you have some in his blurred out shots, LOL. So it's probably something to do with genital. And he says, I don't. I can make you some personal ones, though. And then Dwight Howard says, I just want to see you. And he sends like a, what is that? It's a fruit that's supposed to be a penis is what it is. And then he says, I gotcha. And then the guy after that request sent Dwight a video, probably of jerking off or something like that, which was that's what this means right here, this video. And then Dwight sent this like 5 straight emojis where it's like, this is my face after I just whacked off to that video or something like that. Is what that emoji probably shows. And then let's make this a little bit bigger. Which on the left here. Okay, yeah, that's the best one. He says, what's up, sexy, to Dwight? And Dwight says, what are you doing? And he says, was helping my sister, just chilling. Now, what do you be doing, babe? And Dwight says, thinking about that meat. Thinking about that meat, dude. I wonder what. And then he says, you trouble. And he says, LOL, oops. And he says, I want it. He says he wants that meat. And he says, when? And he says, now. Right? And he wants to know who's over there. Have you just Dwight Howard?
What, dude?
You didn't know about any of this? I can't believe you didn't know about any of this. So Dwight Howard, in response to this, Dwight Howard was like, I put my wood anywhere I want. At least he's honest. Okay, so Dwight Howard says, I don't want to raise any eyebrows. And he said that his son is at the house. Is that what he's saying there? And he goes, okay, perfect. He's in bed. He said, you just have to leave before everybody wakes. So the guy, he was sneaking this guy over to fuck this guy while his kids were in bed and getting him out before they woke up. He's got to get ready. He's got to wash that, that wiener. And Dwight says he wants more. And then the other guy says, I got you, Poppy. Also, what are you into? You like freaky shit? And then Dwight says he's into freaky shit. And he says, now I want you to know I'm not gay or anything.
So
he says after all of that, after fucking this guy, he says, look, I ain't gay, though. I love it.
What is this, though?
These are the text messages that Dwight had.
I know, but
this is the guy accusing him of shit.
I just mean, no, I mean like on an existential level. Like, what is this guy?
I love in this image over here where it says, the guy asked Dwight if he's into freaky shit, and Dwight says, yes, I'm into freaky shit. But then his next response was, or his next message was, now I want you to know I'm not like gay or anything. I'm just nasty sometimes. I don't want to offend you. And then the other guy obviously sent Dwight a movie, and I'm guessing it wasn't like Little House on the Prairie. And then Dwight loved a movie. He loved an image. He loved an image. He loved an image. And then he loved another. So this guy responded to Dwight saying, I'm not gay or anything, by sending an onslaught of dick pics and movies, which Dwight loved all of them. And then the other guy says, yeah.
And he just keeps telling them to send them.
Right. He says, I'm not offended at all. And then after saying he's not offended, Dwight sends that emoji that looks like he's drooling and jerking off. And then he says, let me see that dick. I'm not gay, but let me see that dick. This was a #1 draft pick who should have won a title with the Magic, but didn't. I don't care. I mean, he was playing in like China or something like that, dominating in more ways than one, I'm guessing.
He's from around this area.
He's from Atlanta, yeah.
Well, I mean, specifically my neighborhood. Like, there's some people that went to school with him.
Where you live right now? Damn, dude, you should ask him if any of them have had sex with him.
I mean,
could you do a survey?
It's a woman.
Oh yeah, probably not.
Does he have sex with women?
Probably not. Well, no, he does. He's got like 19 kids. So yeah, no, I love it.
So maybe he's just like so over.
Denver Attaway says he needs to shower. It feels like he needs to take a shower just listening to those text messages.
I mean,
it's funny.
It's like the Seinfeld thing. Like, not that there's anything wrong with it, but it's just, yeesh, man, come on. That was a little much. It's just, ugh. Sorry.
Would be great if the announcers were highlighting some of that, because the article about it, the one I read, people were upset that this didn't come out while he was still in the league. So it could be.
Well, when did all this happen? Though, was he in the league or was he not?
No, he's in China. He's over there. Getting all that China D,
shit.
Scoring 30 a game and getting that China D after the game. That Yao Ming like shit over there. But yeah, no, they were disappointed that the NBA wasn't welcoming enough to open the doors for that while he was still. He felt so ashamed of himself. He had to go over to China and fuck all those guys, which had to be very brutal. And
maybe he likes it.
Nobody ever talks about how he's got 9 kids with like 8 wives that are all over the country. So that's what the NBA is famous for, is the out of wedlock children. They have more. It's like there's a big chart about. There's all these guys who brag about having the most. There's like, I think one guy from the 80s who has like 17 children from like 12 women. it's like they compete. He's the all-time greatest impregnator. He's like, I score 4 points a game throughout my career, but I got 17 kids, 12 wives or women. So, all right, Ridgeway, I think we've milked this NBA teat as long as we can tonight. So
let's do another game.
Yeah, we'll do another game. Thanks for hanging out.
Let's do.
You guys who hung out. We're just fucking around. We appreciate it tonight. Yeah, a little change of pace from the politics. I thought we'd I wish it would have been a better game. It's just really ugly.
Let's do a Hawks game if we can.
Yeah, I'm down.
Can we do a Hawks game?
Yeah, I'm down. I'll do it. All right. Thanks, man. I'll talk to you next time, and we'll talk to you guys later. I'll be back with the show tomorrow. Have a fantastic rest of your day.